Okay, if you can hear this, this is what I mean. Like, making subliminals is takes a long time with the words, and like, if you don't have something to use, to copy, to go from, to help you come up with words for a subliminal that you want to try to make, it's really hard. Like if I wanted to make a subliminal to manifest or create or summon something I don't have any idea how to create, then it's really hard to come up with these words. It's like when you're trying to create a story and you have all the characters and the storyline. You got to come up with the storyline and the background of all the characters. You know, you got to create those words, and you know, like you got to have something to go from. If you don't have something to go from at all, it's extremely hard. You have to have an idea. You have to have some kind of help, inspiration, some kind of website to look at the words for, you know, to help you formulate or copy their, whatever it says on their page, you can formulate those words and make it into a subliminal. That's how you can do it with characters. You can look up on this website, it's called the Fandom, DOM website, and you can look up anybody and it'll tell you all their powers. You can just like copy the words and say, I now have these and I'm all learning these, just different kind of phrases to describe of how you have them or you're gaining them inside your DNA and your cells and your whole body and soul to have, you know, whatever changes you're trying to make or improve with their subliminal. You know, you just have to have words to describe the effect that you're trying to create, you know, and that has to come from somewhere, and you don't always have that. For a long time I didn't have any words from anybody. I actually am very lucky that I asked this guy Cole Michelson on YouTube, and you know, before I was wanting to make my own, or not necessarily, you know, the process of me wanting to make my own subs is because I wanted to make it better and improve it. You know, I wanted to help them, not really make my own necessarily at first, you know. So this guy Cole shared all of his words on every subliminal he made. They're still all there now on YouTube, on his page. So I had all his words, and then because I am a creative genius person, Leo, Monkey, Apotheus, Jeffrey, being, I am all of this essence of being creative, and I formulated and combined his words and made my own versions of something, a template to use. It's like I saw all his words and I made them. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I set up all these together and I changed the words and I make it sound like this. I put these words together and put it over there and add these words from other subs over there that he made. This combined essence of words is masterful of a template to use for whoever I want. You know, the whole idea of process of that, just, you know, it just came to me from above, from higher self, from the flow of consciousness and God and all that, you know, just the idea formulated. I had something to go from, and it grew in thoughts and ideas of what I could do and work with, and then I had them. And then there was a guy named George Hutton, and I have all of his words that I could possibly find on YouTube to use. And then there's another page that shared their words sometimes, or a lot of times, and then their page got taken down, but I only had some of their words. But then I had a friend who had, like, as far as I know, virtually all of them, because it's over, like, just from this other person, at least 100 subliminals individually I can make and remake, and then use those words in different subliminals as combination of having more powers and abilities to improve, enhance, and make the super awesome version of that combo template character to be like, or boyfriend to have, or girlfriend to have, just whatever concept I come up with as a series of subliminals I can make over and over by simply changing a name. Like the whole template I just made for Spawn, all I had to do is change the words and say just like a god version of Spawn, and an angel Spawn, a divine Spawn, a holy divine Spawn, a divine cosmic Spawn from God, as a Spawn of God, a warrior Spawn of God, with the same body armor as Spawn, and yet perfect skin because you didn't sell your soul to Mabelja. Whatever, I don't say his name, it's a different name for the devil. Mabelja, it's actually how it's pronounced, I believe, All I had to do was change that, and before it said Elijah Maxson, which is for a long time though, I didn't know I could do this. There's a spot in the edit function when you go inside a text document, and one of them says replace. I had no idea what that even means, and I didn't even go to the edit spot. Anyway, I didn't even use it, and for like 2 years, I struggled making a subliminal. Because when I wanted to change a name, I had to go copy and paste, copy and replace, copy and replace, and which isn't too horribly bad. But when you have a template that I created, my name of the character is repeated and repeated and repeated so many times in one subliminal for that character. So before this, to make one character, it would take me working on copying and pasting just one name throughout the entire thing, spending 3 hours on it straight, copying and pasting a day would take me up to 4 days to complete, going through the whole entire subliminal, changing that name. So I took a long time to make subliminals. Now I can just pop them out really fast and easy if it's a character or it's already arranged template that I have, that I created. But if I didn't have that and didn't have all these words, I'd only have the website to use to try to make a character, or the different role-playing characters I can make. It's always hard to come up with something when you have nothing to go from. No idea of how you can create. Even now, there are some subliminals I don't know how to make, because I don't know how to conceive and write the kind of words to make it. I don't know how to do it. No, I can describe and formulate something if I worked hard in time, but you just there's been subliminals that people have asked me to make, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Do you have words for that already? I don't. Yeah, it sounds really cool, hey, I want a lightsaber. Cool, how am I supposed to write words for a lightsaber? Need to be summoned to me somehow, magically, from somewhere. But someone made one. They made a subliminal that you listen to, and you can get a lightsaber sent to you from somewhere, somehow, and your mailbox. A real 100% a movie functioning death lightsaber, cut through anything. So I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you create words for that. That's pretty awesome. There's just some things I don't know how to do yet, but in time I will figure them out and make my own version. Alright, this is a long message, 10 minutes almost. Alright.